This is iDesign Lab, a podcast where creativity and curiosity meet style and design. Curator of interiors, furnishings, and lifestyles. Hosted by Tiffany Woolley, an interior designer and a style enthusiast, along with her serial entrepreneur husband, Scott. iDesign Lab is your ultimate design podcast, where we explore the rich and vibrant world of design and its constant evolution in style and trends.
Welcome to the iDesign Lab podcast. What does it take to build a luxury brand that spans continents, serves the world's most exclusive homes and hotels, and is even redefining an airport experience? Our guest today has spent more than 3 decades doing exactly that. He's the president and CEO of AHC Group and one of the driving forces behind the global success of Adriana Hoyos Furnishings. Please welcome Eduardo Perez Sr. to our podcast today.
Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you, Scott. My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
The funny part is like there's so many questions we have in appreciation of your career and your wife's career, but I feel like we need to start at the very beginning. So tell us.
How did it all start? Your wife was an interior designer
Yeah.
and a fabulous interior designer.
Well, we got married. I am an industrial engineer
Okay.
from Texas A&M.
Okay.
My wife went to school in Arlington, Virginia,
Mhm.
Marymount College,
Beautiful.
and we met in Ecuador. I came from Texas A&M, and I started to work with my family business, which was a fourth generation textile business.
So there was a little overlap, a little bit.
Oh, yeah, of course. And she started as an interior designer in Ecuador. Back days in Ecuador, interior design wasn't completely known. And I believe when we started, I say we because I was always behind Adriana, and we started on making this new introduction of a category that wasn't ready. So I think we were pioneers
For
in Ecuador
sure.
for that. And I started as an engineer on my family company, and in 1992 I decided that I didn't want to be part of a family business on a textile business, which was very complicated at that time.
Okay.
China came in with the
Oh,
thing,
that's
so,
right, timing wise.
So I decided to go back. To join Adriana and her interior design and start doing furniture. So it was interesting.
So the furniture began in Ecuador,
Oh yes.
and her career obviously started there. When did you make the leap to the United States?
2000.
So pretty soon, right then after that.
Pretty soon, and long story short, we brought to the market, I believe, more than what the market was believing in, even knowing
They needed it.
they needed.
Yes. And like around that time too, Miami was very much coming back. There was definitely a
Remember, this was in
boom.
Ecuador.
Okay.
This was in Ecuador.
Okay.
So, I've seen in Adriana a lot of talent. So we decided that Ecuador in Latin America was small for the niche of the market.
Right.
So we decided to have that venture on coming on and why not Colombia? Why not Peru?
It's true.
It was our decision to go and try and learn on the big leagues. So we came 2001. We opened at the Design Center of the Americas, Dakota.
Beautiful Dakota.
Yeah, we were a very small company,
Yes.
and that was really we were very courageous to come. And
Was
see.
it the interior design, or were
Furniture.
you doing furniture at that time?
Good question. We always have been doing both. So
From the
Adriana
beginning.
Adriana has the design studio.
She has a very distinct style too. It's a very warm, modern. I feel like a lot of, eco, like, natural finishes and details.
And there's a reason behind it.
I'm sure.
Because we wanted to bring to the market something different, something that brings value, and having the resources and I would say the Latin flair. We understood that was needed in this market, and that's why we came with our own style and be unique and trying always to have that DNA present.
Right.
So going back to the beginning, she's an interior designer. You get involved with her.
Yeah.
What are the first furniture pieces? Where did you think, or where did you both go from a furniture standpoint?
Well, Scott, we used to start manufacturing in Ecuador, very, very classic and transitional at that time. When we came to the U.S., we signed a lease with the design center,
right?
And we had the representation of a brand, which is called Theodore in Alexandria.
Oh yeah.
At that time, Theodore was on their first years because Paul Mayland Smith sold Mayland Smith.
Yes.
And we knew Paul very, very well, and Anthony Cox. And we decided
Mayland Smith. So he sold that to Schuffer.
later on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at that time, we had the representation. But there was a problem on that High Point market. I remember 2000 that Paul came and said, "Listen, I'm very sorry, but I have signed a contract for the whole distribution with Cheryl Furniture, and you cannot have the line for Dakota." I say, okay. It was a big challenge, and coming back from High Point on an airplane.
You're like, what am I going to do?
And after a gin and tonic, I said to Adriana, we need to design our own line. You can do it, and we started.
What did you start with? Was it chairs, sofas?
On a napkin. She started drawing on a napkin.
On that plane.
On that plane.
Coming from High Point.
High Point, making that threshold, that problem, that challenge, an opportunity. And I think we always been
driven
like that.
That way.
If there's a problem, there's an opportunity.
So what were those first items that you...
It was called Coco.
It was.
Coco
so
collection.
It was like a capsule collection.
It was a collection. It was a complete collection. We started with a cocktail table, and we have coconut inlays, which were coming from Ecuador, and we saw those coconut shells that was I think in the Philippines when we went there, we saw that we can do it in Ecuador. Well, Ecuador has all the coconuts.
Right.
So we came to the High Point market at that time in 2001 with this new line, more contemporary to the market, and that we didn't think that style was going to become something that the industry will start talking about.
Yeah.
Because it was so different.
It filled a void.
But it's such a risky venture to create your own furniture, then hope that people are going to...
And did you have the manufacturing in place at this time? No. This was all just...
Well, I had only the... We were manufacturing with third parties back in Ecuador.
Okay.
And I always thought that the finishing line, it was something that we had to take control. So I started with that and just finishing the products and designing and making with carpentries and small shops.
Was it difficult to find the fabricators when you first started to make
the artisans
in Ecuador? No,
probably.
I mean, we had to teach them, but it was, and then the factory came.
Where you integrated and basically you're doing everything. You're designing and manufacturing all within your organization.
We have a factory completely vertically integrated.
Yeah.
We have a plantation where we where we
Unbelievable.
where we had the trees back in Ecuador. So we're completely autonomous now.
So you're actually you're cutting the trees to make the furniture.
Yes.
So you're controlling the entire. Did you always have that in mind? Because
No.
that's really forward.
No, Scott.
That's really forward thinking.
No.
And your facility is so unbelievable. I mean, how, like, so obviously we're kind of went back to hear the story, how it begins. But has the line developed, what was that, core philosophy that grounded you guys there? Like, was it a certain piece? Like, obviously you said the coconut was an inspiration, but where did you decide to go so vertical? Or was it just the demand?
Or control of the quality of the product that you're putting out, that you went, integrated everything within. Because now you're creating other businesses, other industries that most people, your wife's an interior designer, you're building this furniture company. Now you decide, we're going to manufacture our furniture too, and we're going to build a facility, because for anyone, if you go to your website, anyone listening should go to your website. It is magnificent, the factory you have, and the quality and the control, and the craftsmanship is just amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a mix of technology and craftsmanship, and we have 400 employees now.
Yeah.
And the integration was part of the vision, that we need to have control of the whole process and be different within the industry, and in order to play a major role, we have to have control of the whole process.
Yeah.
And that's what made us start. First of all, you need a team. You need a big team. So
right.
I will have to take tribute to our people, to our team. And it was part of selling a dream, I would say.
Yeah.
Selling a dream.
And we believe it's a lot of why your brand is a luxury brand, because of just how you've gone about building this, the quality behind it.
There's an exotic element to it. Obviously, the quality, you see it in the design and in the execution. Are you constantly adding to the line?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And do you ever retire any pieces?
Yes, of course. And when we retire pieces from the catalog, many. I mean, it's been 30 years.
Right.
So you have to innovate and come to the market with different collections, and also understanding the lifestyle,
right?
Because it has changed so much. So we have to be very cautious and understanding the market, by bringing also products that are in we have innovation that are different, that will bring added value.
So it's always evolving.
It's always evolving.
Yeah.
Yes. And I would say that it has been two things. First, a dream of making a luxury brand out of a furniture brand. And I said, I follow a lot fashion.
Well, and
I have been following fashion so long.
They kind of go hand in hand a little bit.
There's a lot of
inspiration.
Yes, a lot of inspiration. Kind of the same concepts on the detailing, how a luxury bag is made, internally, externally, all the details. And I've been so picky on that way. And we have a design part from Adriana and the team business. It's not only Adriana, now it's my daughter Andrea as well. And it has to be a complement between the design and also the marketing vision.
Mm-hmm.
To make that complement.
Do you see the vision change much between, now that you've, 30 years in, between the markets in Miami and South America and, the Middle East? Do you see people wanting, I feel like the visions kind of overlap now.
That's a good question. I believe the vision is one of the things that made us so clear on taking steps has been a clear vision. How do we want to make the company and the brand perceived in the different markets? And then it's adjusting each of the markets to what we consider the design DNA that we have. So it's one vision, but it's different approach to the market.
Okay.
According to the vision.
Right, but as a global company, and you're on multiple continents, is what you're selling in South America and North America, in the Middle East, is the product different, or is it transcend across all the same?
No, it adjusts to the product is not different. It's the same product, but adjusting to the needs. For example, proportions and sizes.
Right. Okay.
That's very important. The seating. The American seating is very different than the European seating. Big difference.
I know.
And that has been a challenge for us. And now,
wait, big in America.
Yeah.
Because we,
that's funny.
The sofas they need to be plush. They need to be soft. The height of the sofas are higher than what Europe, for example.
Right.
One of the challenges from European companies is that they made for the European market, and the low seating, the firm cushions, we have to adapt. And going to countries like Dubai,
right?
Dubai, the luxury, the very high-end market.
And the quantity, I feel like, is crazy.
You have these big living rooms where the patriarch of the family, which has, 12 or 20
so it's like
sons and daughters, and all come here. So the proportions are big. They're different.
What a fascinating...
The finishing. We have to adapt the finishing of the woods. Some a little bit more flashy for the Middle East, a little bit more, I would say, contemporary to all the South American, Latin American, a little bit more traditional.
Here.
Transitional.
How much of it is customized or made to order? Is
everything, right?
Well,
or do you stock a lot? Or
no, I think the smart move has been that every product can be customized, but it's not made to order. The bones of the sofas or the case goods are the same. I mean, you can really move a little bit of proportions, but the design concept is there. However, when you pick your fabrics, when you pick the firmness of the cushion, when you pick what is going to be the finish of the wood, then you do it one by one. Right. I mean, you pick your own. It's like a luxury car.
Yes.
When you go to one of these luxury cars manufacturing, first of all, it's going to take 8 months probably, 6 to 8 months. So the market understands that.
It's worth
and then
the
you
wait.
pick. How do you want the finishing? What color of the car?
Yep.
What is going to be the additional, the extras?
Yep.
It's the same concept. So we have done a software where you can really pick your every
aspect.
every aspect of your furniture.
Right.
And then that software we do a tracking, so you know. That
like the cars do.
Like the cars,
you get to watch it.
That the Scott's order, where in what part of the process is this?
That's amazing.
And you will know it, and the sales associate in charge of the account will know it. So we have total control of the process. And one of the things that I have been very firm is to be on time. And what we promise, we have to deliver.
You must deliver.
Yes.
You mentioned fashion. You love following fashion.
Yes.
Are there any particular lines that you really love more than super passionate about?
Well, good question.
Well, there's too many of them.
The Chanel's, the Louis Vuittons, the Dior is a fascinating brand. I've seen Dolce & Gabbana lately, and in Miami, I went to the
exhibit.
The exhibition. It was fantastic, even though that is very ornamented. But the talent behind creating is really what drives.
So
a
it's
company.
funny because when I think of Adriana Hoyos, I do think of like a Chanel in the furniture industry or the design industry. It's very, it's particular. It's definitely quality driven, and you know all that. You know that her designs and your furniture brand definitely set a tone. When you set out to do that, I feel like she didn't fall into a trend, but created one, if that makes sense.
Yes.
It became a classic.
Yes.
I mean, and that's pretty impressive.
Yes. Well, she's a rock star in the interior design world.
Yes.
What is her process for delivering that?
Always an inspiration, looking for an inspirational story behind. And a lot of research being done, a lot of traveling, and we do it together. The nice thing is that we do it together.
So you're getting a lot of inspiration, both of you, from traveling.
And now my son and my daughter are pretty much involved too, because we need that new blood.
I was just going to say the next generation.
The next generation.
What do you think has been the most important thing they've brought to the table in the growth?
Well, it's a blessing to have your kids coming on the business. And when they finished college, I said, you don't have to come to the business. You do whatever you want to do in life.
Aww.
But they have been so much involved in our professional life in a way. And when we used to travel and they were kids, we always brought them with us and go to a fashion show or we went to Italy, Salon de Mobile, a long time ago. So they have it in their blood. So now is I believe that they're bringing that new spark on what the new living as a
lifestyle approach.
Yes.
Does one take more the design aspect and one take more the business or the technology portion?
Andrea, she is like her mother.
Amazing.
I think she has the same passion and the same creativity of her mother. But my son Eduardo, who lives here in Miami, he likes a lot of the business development and the business part, and but we all have that sense of and that voice when they are designing.
So when they went to college, were they both focused on they're going to come to work with the two of you?
No.
Well, it's kind of better that it didn't work that way because it came in a very natural, organic way where, that you can't force that.
Yes. And perhaps this one question that you're going to bring me, and I was thinking about that. How is working with your wife?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we wanted to ask.
Because we do that. So, it's...
And
that sometimes could be difficult or stressful.
Yes, of course. But I believe that, and there's a story that I want to bring. When I have always been very structured, very organized, and had that mentality of an entrepreneur. And Adriana, when you're going to ask Adriana, she was born to be a designer.
Right.
So design is in her blood.
Mm-hmm.
But we went to a master program. I was invited to a business master with Tony Robbins long time ago.
Okay, amazing.
Long time ago, but it was 15 years ago when Tony was starting to do this business master. Perhaps it was the second one. And it was in Las Vegas. I said, Adriana, would you come with me? I can invite one person to be a companion on this business. She said, no way. I don't like that. I'm not gonna do that. But I said, let's go to Vegas, 7 days, restaurants, theater,
shopping,
amazing. So okay, she agreed on me. So I went down to the conference room from the hotel, and she said, "Okay, I go with you to see." Long story short, she didn't miss any of the 7 lessons, or
she was captivated.
she was captivated. But there was one thing that was very special in her professional life that Tony said. In business, you need 3 things. You need the artistic part, which can be a designer, a marketing, a broadcaster, a doctor, whatever you have on that creativity and that artistic thing. You need a manager,
Right?
someone that manages your business, your
Yes.
creativity, and the vision part, the entrepreneurial part. So I said, Adriana, I think we complement very well. You do your design part, and I do the management and the vision part. And that was very well understood. So I can comment on her designs and have that criticism, and she obviously will come to me on the business part and say, "Listen, I think we should do this with that, but it's my decision and that's her decision." And now we have created that in the company, that level of understanding the roles of each of the executives now on the company, and I think that has been the
foundation, essentially,
foundation and the clue. And my son and my daughter, they always understood that even though they have shares, they have the ownership, part ownership, but they cannot act as owners in the company.
Right.
They are executives, and none of them report neither to me or to Adriana.
I love that.
There's a
hierarchy.
Yes, a hierarchy, and there's a general manager, a corporate general manager, and they have to do their things. And I'm not operating the business anymore. I mean, since 7 years ago.
Wow.
Which
so
I think
how
is
was
great.
that for you, transitioning to a new phase of your?
I love it.
I bet.
I love it, because when you are an owner and you are, in front of operations, you suffer a lot.
It's true.
So you're in the
day-to-day.
in the day-to-day and the details, and sometimes that makes you not seeing the big picture. So when I came out, which meant I leave my office. I don't have an office in Ecuador. I have an office in Miami. I don't have an office anywhere. I go and check the showrooms, but I don't have an office on purpose. I do a lot of home office, but that makes me be out of the operation, so
Right.
I can see
a different perspective.
Yeah. I read a lot. I do a lot of research. I love now the ChatGPTs, the AI. I love it because that gives us resources to.
It does.
Are you integrating any of that
Yes,
into the business?
Of course, yes.
Mm.
Yeah, slowly, but we have to do it.
We do. I know.
Mhm.
We're kind of learning how to
Yeah.
integrate that, in our own little spaces now. So what would your advice be to someone getting started into this industry?
First, you have to be your own.
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to be someone else.
You guys really are your own. I mean, you really
You have to come
set a tone
with your personality, what you like. Then you need to set up goals and vision. Be persistent. Have resilience, and keep swimming.
Yes.
Keep working.
When did you guys realize that this was working? Like, when did you know you hit a level of success and, the growth? When did you be able to stop and appreciate, like, oh my goodness, this is, like, look at what we've created. This is taken off. This is
COVID.
Really, so only at COVID.
I would say so.
Wow.
I would say that we have been so busy
building,
opening new countries, new dealers here and there. But after COVID, we knew that we have something very special, because when those kind of challenges come on a business, and this was the challenge.
Right.
We had first of all, we have the resources, but then we have also had the mentality. How are we going to serve this opportunity? And at that time, especially here in the U.S., when China and all Asia stopped,
you're right.
We have a nearshore manufacturing facility, which is only a week from the port of Miami.
That's amazing.
So that was for us a big challenge to come and get that opportunity and deliver what the market was
craving.
It was craving at that time,
which was availability.
Yes, and then we have that credibility. That Adriana Hoyos as a company is a company that really delivers. It's there. We have the compromise, and what I'm very proud of it is that whoever are our clients, they love to work with us, and we love to serve our clients. I was recently coming from Boston yesterday, and one of our dealers said, "Eduardo, we love working with you because your team is so great. Everybody is trying to serve you, to be part of it." So that's the personality of a brand, and treat your client the way you want it to be treated as a client.
Of course.
If there's a problem, always going to be a problem. Solve the problems. Take the problems.
For sure.
In the growing of the business, was there one obstacle or situations that was really difficult to overcome, or?
Well, manufacturing is always a challenge.
Yeah.
To grow that capacity of doing things.
But you must have had to put a lot of time into that to build and put together a manufacturing facility, because that's a whole nother, from just hiring and finding the people.
And that's like your niche, I feel like, too. I feel like the quality that is coming out of Ecuador is not something can be easily duplicated.
Yes.
It's like that quality has kind of disappeared. It's so difficult to find such
like
great,
real
wonderful craftsmanship and quality that your organization is putting out every day.
I think when you have that commitment to luxury, and when you follow the luxury brands and you see that they're coming with quality is not part of a negotiation. I mean, the quality has to always be there and be improved.
Great point.
So we have that commitment, and again, I have a great team.
Mm-hmm.
And that a great team of executives that I bring them. They travel. They understand each of the markets, the needs. They take their decisions. So that in that way, they take the responsibility on each of the processes, and that's part of being to have that growth not on your shoulders, but on a company, on a team. And I believe that they are coming also with solutions, with new innovations, and it's part of having that mentality on growing and growing very formally. And also, I would have to say that now my role is bringing the best resources for my team, and one of those is getting the best consultants and business consultants, not only manufacturing consultants worldwide,
right,
to the company, but also business consultants.
And what are you looking for in the business consultants? Help in growing further or adding to the markets that you're already in?
Tiffany, we have now the program is called Scaling Up.
Yes.
Scaling Up is a nice
way. And I hear about that on a lot of business podcasts I listen to.
Harnished.
Yeah.
He created that Scaling Up program. and I also read the Mastering the Rockefeller Habits.
Yeah.
That's part of the two of those that I follow. So when you give your team a road, a map,
Yeah.
they have to be. They first of all, you need to sell them, and not only enforce it, but it have to be part of it.
Right.
I think that's very important. It's their company. It's not
Right.
not
They're
only for
building
the owners.
this as
They're
well.
building for them, and I believe that having that multicultural company makes the necessary blend to also have that drive or becoming better.
Of course, for sure. So as the business grew and you have the furniture side of everything, and obviously Adriana has the design side of things, and they are the same, but yet ran probably separately a little bit. When did the hospitality become such a huge component of your work?
It comes from the design studio.
Okay.
Because I would say that wasn't something that we were looking.
Okay.
But her designs were so well received that clients with this type of projects have come and say, "Would you do a design
Spearhead
on
this.
my hotel?"
Wow.
And we came up with that, but also they're two separate businesses. One is the design part,
Right.
and we started doing the manufacturing because we saw that the great lobbies on hotels, they wanted our product.
Correct.
So the
for
hotels
sure.
are reaching out to you.
Yeah, and now we are. Well, I mean, we go to
airports.
Oh, that's
The
another
VIP
story.
experience of airports. How did that come about?
That's another story.
But that's an amazing story. Like, how did that? You mean you've transformed the experiences that people are having?
Yeah, first
in airports.
On the same way, the first project that we had was FBO, private aviation.
Right.
Sure.
Okay.
In London when the Olympics were coming to London.
Okay.
There was an old FBO, and one of the owner of the company that has a concession for FBOs is an American company,
like Signature
Universal Weather and Aviation from Texas, and he's a client and good friend, and he called us and say, would you mind taking a look at this? We don't have much time because the Olympics are coming, and we say we take the job.
Okay, handle it.
We'll do it, and we'll do it in a way that it's going to look like a more high-end residential experience than just an airport.
So that's the first one you transformed.
Then we went to France and did the same thing. And after that,
was it the same company that
it was the same company?
Okay.
But then in Ecuador, they were building a new airport, in Quito, very nice, small but very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And the CEO of that airport came to us and said, "I want to make Quito Airport the first 5-star Skytrax airport, which is a very high level quality performance." In the aviation industry. There was none in America.
None. That's crazy.
At that time, none.
I know you wouldn't
and
realize.
I said, "Are you in?" He said, "We're in." Okay, so you need to.
Now, was he a client as well?
Well, no, it was not a client.
So he just heard of
friend.
you guys.
Yes, heard of us. I said, "Yes, we're in." And he said, "Well, we all have to be trained by Munich Airport. Munich Airport has that certification power
facility."
So we went to Munich and saw and understood what was going on in the industry, because it was not only designing nice, it was the waypoints, the way the passengers come to an airport, the anxiety of having and finding the gate. That's a lot of things.
Yeah, like you're really
through
diving
security.
in there.
I mean, it's a lot of stress. So, and then it happened that we did such a great job. We got the Priority Pass Lounge of the Year worldwide in Quito, Ecuador. That was 5 years ago. So our brand came out, and people are coming and looking for our design, and now we have a segment of the business.
You're starting to do airports like this and so forth.
VIPs.
How do you rearrange your team that you're now going to be doing airports and you've been doing furniture or homes? Is it hiring new people, or is it just moving people around within the company?
It's hiring new people and having competent teams, but
there's an educational factor, which you were just getting up to speed.
Sure.
And what was like the big thing you took away creating a VIP experience in an airport? I mean, a home, it's so much more, approachable, and you're working with a client versus, the global scale.
It blends very well because you're talking about experience, the client experience.
Right.
At the end, you're an interior designer.
Yes.
You have to understand your client.
Of course.
The first thing that we do as interior designers is talk to your client.
Mm-hmm.
What the client needs, what the client feels, and then you come and bring whatever you think you have in mind, but always being part of the experience on coming into a home or a house, and the same thing with the airport. I mean, you need to understand from the perspective of why not you cannot have a nice chair, a comfortable chair.
Correct.
It doesn't have to be all contract and very tough and very, it has to last.
Right.
And we can do that. And now with the industry has evolved so much.
It sure has.
The fabrics, the new intelligent fabrics, all the whatever the foams and everything has evolved so much. It's understanding what resources we have and we can bring to the and nowadays that private aviation experience is coming to the commercial airlines, and it's amazing.
It is. It really is.
Because it has changed. The airport experience changed so much when after 9/11.
Yes,
I would say.
that's
Remember?
true. Yes.
Before it wasn't that a hassle.
No, now it's
and I remember my grandparents, when they used to travel,
get dressed up. I know we still believe in that philosophy.
And now it's almost in pajamas that you call it.
I know.
But you need to understand the passenger, especially the high-end passengers that don't fly private.
Right.
They will still want to have experience.
I know, and we've noticed that in some of the nice VIP airport lounges and everything, that the level is definitely.
We were in Los Angeles a few months ago. It was late. We were flying home with red eye, and two of us were sitting in the airport, and we were both talking about how we were watching hundreds of people going through the airport. No one was dressed nice. The two of us, I'm in a sports jacket, and we're both going, like, why? Why?
Right. Yeah.
Why aren't people dressed like that?
Yeah. And LA has they were pioneering, PS, the company was pioneering that commercial experience with a private terminal.
Right.
For commercial.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Which is lovely.
It is lovely, yes.
Yeah.
So what do you think the secret with working with your spouse for 30 years is? I know you mentioned obviously having a good balance, but where do you guys kind of separate business or don't you?
Do you agree on everything?
No.
I'm glad to hear that.
No way. But I think it's a lot of respect.
Right.
Of what everybody does, and also give the credit
where credit is due.
Yeah, to what are the things that we have been accomplishing, and of course you need to have that same passion. You need to love your business.
Right.
So I don't think that we stop talking about business, but I only have one rule in my house, in my home, with everybody. We can talk about business, but we can never talk about problems. Business problems.
Just solutions.
At home.
At home.
Just positive things.
I like that idea.
Just we're going to create this,
The dream.
The dream,
Back
the client,
to the dream.
the nice things.
Yes.
But if there's a problem, there's always a Monday. That's a
I
Monday
agree.
problem. Monday through Friday.
And where did that come about? Was that
I was
always
gonna say
your
that's like an
philosophy,
old
or
world
is that something that
philosophy.
you learned
That's-
along the
No,
way or
I've learned.
experienced?
I've learned. And now we have 5 grandkids. And
Okay.
when you see that family growing, and then you feel how blessed you are,
I know.
and how nice the accomplishments as a family in business is doing for the entire family.
Right.
Because I always say to my daughter and son, building a luxury brand is going to take generations. It's going to be a long run. It's not what is happening in many businesses that today that suddenly they're multi-billion businesses in 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, financially. This is a different industry. This is a different business model. So it's going to be, so you need that persistence, and you're serving a client, you're serving a market. It's different than a business. When you're a businessman, there's a difference between a businessman and an entrepreneur.
Oh, for sure.
An entrepreneur has to go,
For
the mindset
sure.
is different.
Yes.
A businessman is how to make a business, and if it's a short term, is better, and get that value as soon as possible, much better. An entrepreneur,
You're
it doesn't.
You're
doesn't
waiting.
Look that way.
You're doing it for the long term.
Yes,
The long
yes.
term goal.
Yeah.
And do the kids feel that same way too?
Yes, they do.
So will one of them step into a lead role? Who gets to make that decision?
They need to make that decision
They
at that
do.
time. It's going to be in 5 years. I said to them, I'm going to be 5 years more. I'm not going to retire.
No, never.
Tiffany,
I
never.
agree. Never. To retire, they say, is to expire. You know, you have to keep your mind. You have to keep that dream. There's
dream.
never stop.
It's only changing roles,
right.
and it's going to happen. I believe they both have the capabilities.
Oh, what a wonderful feeling!
Yes.
So you mentioned you love to travel. Are there places that travel that really inspire you more than others?
I'm a golf player.
Oh, you are?
And my whole family, we are golf players.
I love that.
And we love golf. And I've been playing, everybody has been playing since we were kids. Good players. We're good players. So part of wherever we go,
it's going around the golf course.
Around the golf course. Even Adriana is a golf player. Is a good
That's
golf player.
What a beautiful thing that you have that in common.
Have you been to Scotland?
We've been to Scotland.
Done some golf there?
Yeah. But we always want to travel according to what we are selling as a business, which is staying on good hotels and looking at which means feeling that experience on traveling at the high end, because you need to have that feeling.
I agree.
No?
Tiffany is very much like that.
I mean,
it's always about we travel quite a bit ourselves, and she always wants to experience.
We work hard, and you want to, that is where you're a great inspiration, your source of gratification, and obviously wanting to share that with our next generation too.
Sure.
See, I'm a little different. I've traveled the world, but when I was single, I rode a motorcycle from the top of South America, from Panama all the way to the bottom. Wow. I rode across Russia, rode across Australia. And in doing all these trips, it didn't really matter where I stayed from a beautiful luxury, but it was just experiencing the world. But now Tiffany has kind of, over the years, has changed me in the fact of, with our kids, where we stay and experiencing.
And now, my traveling is about entertainment. I believe that nowadays I've seen many museums, many monuments in my life, so I can go and see something special, but I want to experience the the life.
The local life
Yeah.
Go to a nice restaurant and stay there.
Yeah.
And
Enjoy
watch
the
the people
experience.
and walk and enjoy the experience and live more like a local than a tourist.
Right.
That's
Right.
what we like.
And do you do that for times? Do you go and like stay somewhere for a long period of time or?
Well, we have a place in Madrid. We love Madrid.
Okay.
Madrid is a
So
nice
you spend
city.
a lot of time
And it's a
there.
hub for Europe as well.
Right.
Yeah.
How often do you have to go there for work reasons?
Well, we're doing some sourcing in Spain for special products, but we go 2-3 times a year.
Where else do you source for? Obviously, is it fabrics? Is it metals? What are you?
Fabrics in Italy and Belgium,
Wow.
and Spain also. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is it like sourcing those products? Like, are you looking for local families, local like their technique? What is it that?
Well, we look for boutique firms, high-end textiles. Most of them family
owned. Sure.
Yes, and many of them they manufacture also for fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the fashion. That's where
that's kind of your little overlap.
Yes, and we're always seeing fashion. What's coming in fashion and for the textiles is very important.
So what's next for the Adriana Hoyos brand? I mean, you've done obviously hotels, residential. I mean, you're doing furniture. Will you branch into other categories? Will you?
Not really.
No. Okay.
That's part of our definition on getting more and more focused on what we can do best, and we'll still have a lot to grow. I think so.
That scale.
The used market is fantastic. I've been traveling the used market because here we have great opportunities. I went to Boston. We're opening Atlanta. I love Texas. I went to school in Texas. Dallas is a fantastic city.
I know, beautiful city.
Yeah, so I think
and
we
great
have
style there.
Oh, yeah.
Very high end lifestyle.
So I would like the company to be more into the American market. Yeah.
Where do you currently your showrooms? Miami.
Scott, we have six flagship stores, and we probably have
where are each one of those located?
Well, 2 in Ecuador.
2 in Ecuador.
We have 2 in Miami. I mean, Coral Gables and Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
We have 1 in High Point
Mm-hmm.
as a flagship store, and the other one's coming it's a monobrand. That's more of a license I would consider. Is in Washington D.C. in Georgetown.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're opening Georgetown.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Not California.
Not yet.
So you definitely have a
Not
little,
yet.
yeah.
Yeah.
But there's reps. You have reps in all the designers.
Yes.
And do you focus heavily on hoping to sell to designers, to the trade, or
we are
to the trade?
Yeah, to the trade is very important for us.
Yeah.
We are not retail, not at all. So designers and design firms, they trust us a lot. They want to work with us, and that's the big part of what we do here, the design trade. And we're opening these designer showrooms in those other states where we have we're active in 16 states more or less, and we have 14 countries where we are also active.
But you think the U.S. is your focus versus the Middle East, or?
Oh yes.
I love that.
Yes, we have Dubai, and we've covered Dubai, and it's the biggest client. Dubai,
wow,
fantastic. By the way, Bloomingdale's in Dubai. Bloomingdale's in Dubai is a very, very high end in the Dubai Mall, and we have the biggest license there.
Wow.
Yes.
So you have things on display there?
Yes. Dubai, Qatar, Doha, Saudi, where we have a presence in
Just
Saudi.
so much growth.
Yeah.
And your manufacturing can definitely handle it all.
We can. We can.
I love that.
Yes.
Oh.
That's part of it.
So this has been really wonderful being able to speak with you today and learn about your journey into this amazing market and also what you have both created together.
It's amazing.
And it really
Thank you.
is. It's
Yeah.
inspirational. And we look forward to continually work together and watch your success in the next generation. Scale, Adriana Hoyos.
Scale up.
Scale up.
Thanks for spending
Well,
time with
it's been my
us.
pleasure, and congratulations for your podcast.
Thank you so
really
much.
Very interesting, and it brings to the industry a lot of things that probably they are not known.
I know.
And I love this industry.
Me
It
too.
has a lot of.
It's a positive industry.
It's a positive industry.
And you're bringing beauty to the world.
Yes,
You're just making
yes.
things more pretty.
Yes, I'm very blessed to be part of the
Me
of
too.
the industry.
I agree.
It's been my pleasure.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us. Thank you for tuning in to the iDesign Lab podcast. See you on the next one.
iDesign Labs podcast is an SW Group production in association with the 5-Star and TW Interiors. To learn more about iDesign Lab or TW Interiors, please visit twinteriors.com.